Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Today, we are going to explain the Army of the Dead movie, which was released in 2021. The movie starts with a scene where we see some trucks and a truck carrying containers. It is not disclosed what is inside them. There were security vans that were moving with that truck. But suddenly, a car got collapsed with that truck and created a huge blast. A newlywed couple was inside that car. After that collapse, the container got opened, and then an alive zombie came out from that container. He was very dangerous. As soon as he came out of the container, he started killing everyone. Also, he bites two of them, and they both get infected by that zombie. And now, they both also become zombies. Now, they plan to go to Las Vegas, and then they will infect people there and will make them like themselves. Now the scene shifted to Las Vegas, where these zombies were attacking people. And the army of Las Vegas and their leader Scott was trying to protect people. But nobody was able to escape from them because they were very dangerous. Most of the people get infected by them. And then the government announced a lockdown in the whole country so that they wouldn't interact with other people. Then we see that the army leader Scott now works in a restaurant because people lost their jobs due to the zombies' attack. Now, we see a rich gangster came to that restaurant to meet Scott. He told him that, as you know, government had imposed lockdown in the whole country. The place where they could not control the zombies, they blast that place. Meanwhile, they have said that the belongings will be sent to them. I am a casino owner, and I have invested $200 million in that casino. Now we know that keeping a lot of money or dealing is wrong, and that is why that rich gangster could not take help from the government, and that is why he was finding ways to make his money safe. And here, he offers a deal to Scott, that is, you can bring my money back, then I would give you a share of $50 million. After hearing this huge amount, Scott gets excited as this money will change his life. Now the rich man told him that you have only 36 hours to complete this mission. You can add as many people as you want to add to your team. Before going, he handed over some maps related to the casino. In the next scene, we see Scott's daughter, and she was a social worker. We see that there were few refugee camps for the helpless people in Las Vegas. Then we see a lady in the camp who has two daughters. Scott's daughter went to meet them and asked that lady, "Do you have any problem?" She told her that I need money, but Scott's daughter tried to make her understand that she cannot go inside the city. It is dangerous for her, and she must wait for some time so that things may become fine. Now we see a scene from the past where we got to know that Scott had killed his wife because she was transferred into zombie. And that is why Scott's daughter seems very sad. Now the scene shifted, and then we see that Scott has made a team of 5 members. There were 2 girls and 3 boys, and one of the girls was a pilot. A boy among them was very talented, and he can open any kind of lock. One of the boys was a sharpshooter. Then this team went to meet the rich gangster, and then they made a plan that how they would take out the money. He told him that to reach there, you have to kill zombies, and then only you can reach the casino. After reaching there, the pilot girl will wait for you over the top of the casino's roof. The other team members will take the money and then go to the rooftop. The gangster sent his assistant so that he can keep an eye on them. Meanwhile, Scott met his daughter. He told her not to enter Vegas, but she refused because she wanted to help that lady who we saw before. Finally, Scott said yes to her, but he warned her to take care of herself. In the next scene, we see that the team had arrived in Vegas, where human dead bodies were converted into skeletons. Then we see a girl who was a sharpshooter. When a tiger zombie came there, she suddenly shot a security guard and told everyone that here we will find 2 kinds of zombies. One are dumb, but the other ones are really intelligent, and we cannot compete with them. She also told them that I came here with a lady, but she is lost and we need to find her. Otherwise, zombies would kill her. But Scott declined to help her. He said that we only have 1 day to find the money, and we cannot waste our time here and there, so we need to go to start our mission. Scott's daughter becomes sad after hearing this, but she knew that her father is right, so she go ahead with him. Then we see many zombies who are sleeping. We got to know that few of them sleep at night and the remaining ones during the day. They were passing by silently from there. Then suddenly, a girl made some noise, due to which all zombies woke up and they attacked her. She tried her best to defend herself from those zombies. She asked her companion to shoot her because she knew that they will infect her. Her companion shoots her and he shot all of them. In the next scene, we see that they all reach the casino. Scott and his daughter enter the casino and turned on the lights. Meanwhile, the pilot girl went to the rooftop of the casino and started waiting for her team members. The shooter guy was keeping an eye so that if any zombie comes, he will shoot him immediately. On the other hand, a boy and that short-haired girl were keeping an eye outside the casino so that if any danger comes, they may handle it. Now the scene shifts to the casino, where the guy who was about to open the door told them that I cannot believe that there is no trap or tight security present here. It is not possible. There must be some traps hidden here which are not visible to us. He suggested they call zombie here so that if any danger is here, they will attack the zombies first and we will be saved. And hence, the short-haired girls shoot the zombies and they started coming toward them. And when they stepped into that place, some arrows and fire started shooting them and they got destroyed. Meanwhile, we also got to know that the refugee camp lady has been kidnapped by the leader of zombies. He was the first zombie who we saw in the beginning. Now they ordered that short-haired girl to shoot so that they would reach the leader of zombies. After hearing the sound, the wife of that zombie came. She was pregnant, and then we see that the boy had killed her and cut down her neck. He kept her neck inside his bag. That short-haired girl scolded that boy and told him to not do so because the zombie is now going to kill him. Meanwhile, they saw the news channel and got to know that the government has announced a bomb strike to be done in Vegas after 1 hour. That was a big bad news for all of them because they had very short time to escape from that place and they still have not taken the money from the casino. On the other hand, the pilot girl from the rooftop called them and informed them that my helicopter has been damaged and I am trying my best to repair it. Now, Scott ordered his team that we have a short span of time left and we must take all the money into our bags as soon as possible. The scene shifted to the leader of the zombie, who saw his bride's dead body without the neck. He became aggressive and then he ordered his team to attack. Then, we see Scott's daughter who suddenly realized that the lady's life is in danger and I must help her, so she secretly went to help her. When Scott got to know that his daughter is not here, he goes behind her to find her. Meanwhile, the zombies came and attacked his team members. The assistant of the gangster locked them up in the basement and told them that that was their plan. My boss only needed the neck of the bride of the zombie so that he could control them. Then he ran with the bag in his hand. He thought that it has the neck of that bride, but when he opened it, he found nothing. It was money-counting machine. He becomes aggressive and loses all his senses. Meanwhile, a zombie tiger came there and attacked him badly, and then he died there. Meanwhile, the short-haired girl finds a way to escape, but when they came outside, the zombies attacked them and they faced counter of zombies. We see a lot of fighting, and then the shooter boy was attacked by zombies. He asked his team members to shoot him because he knew that his time has come, and then he sacrificed his life. Meanwhile, the other team members shoot the zombies and that guy and run away from there. Then the scene shifted to Scott's daughter, who was still searching for that refugee lady. But then the security guard comes in front of her, who was killed by another girl in the refugee camp. He was transferred into a dangerous zombie now. Now we see Scott and that short-haired girl who went to the rooftop, and then the zombie leader also reached there. Short-haired girl warned him to stay away from them, and then she take out his bride's neck from the bag which she had hidden. She said, "I will destroy it if you will come near us. Leave from here." Then we see that zombie was taking his steps back, but then suddenly that short-haired girl saw that Scott sits in the plane. And taking the advantage of this moment, the zombie clinches that neck from her, and he killed her immediately. But that short-haired girl, before dying, threw his bride's head down, and due to which it got destroyed. As you know that his bride's head was alive, and if he had joined it to her body, she would have been alive. And that was the reason he was taking his steps back, because he wanted to save his bride. Meanwhile, we see that Scott was telling each and everything to that pilot girl. He told her about the gangster's plan. He also told her about his missing daughter, whom he wants to search now. The scene shifted to Scott's daughter, who had finally saved the refugee girl, but then that security guard attacked her. But she was brave enough to deal with him, and she kills him. But by that point, the zombie leader reaches there with all his companions. He attacked her, but somehow she escaped. Scott also reached there after a lot of hard work. He immediately runs from there, while taking his daughter and another girl with him. They immediately reach the rooftop so that they can sit in the plane and get escape from this place. Meanwhile, the zombie leader reached there. They all sit in the helicopter, but the zombie leader jumped and sit in the helicopter. Then they started fighting with each other. During this fight, the pilot girl got shot, and she was bleeding. And on the other hand, the zombie has infected Scott, but at that time, Scott shot his head. Now the bomb strike started, and due to this, the helicopter get damaged. The pilot girl dies, and the refugee girl also dies there. Scott was badly injured and was in extreme pain, but in this, Scott's daughter gets saved. She came to him and says sorry for not obeying him. I always hated you and disrespected you because you killed my mother, but now I realize that you were absolutely right at your place. He gave her some money and asked her to shoot him. She shot him and cried a lot. Then the refugee team also reached there and took her with them. Meanwhile, we see that the gangster's assistant was still alive and he had all the money with him. He went to the airport and booked a flight for him. Meanwhile, he started feeling low. Then he reached to the washroom and checked what is happening to him. He now realized that the zombie leader had bitten him, and in some time he will also become a zombie. But he did not do anything for it, and he was laughing. And the movie ends here. Thanks for watching.